class. For our project, we did the assassination of Henry III and the Edict of Nantes. But when we read these beautiful parts of history, we decided that they couldn't just be expressed with conventional means, and that they needed to be expressed through song. So for your listening pleasure, here is our songs. And I apologize beforehand.
Henry III, the last of Henry II's sons, was crowned King of France in 1574. 2 years later, in 1576, Henry of Guise formed the Catholic League. Unfortunately for Henry III, his middle-of-the-road religious views dissatisfied both the Catholic League and the Huguenots, as both groups considered him a heretical tyrant. Though Henry attempted to resolve the conflicts between the two extreme religious groups with the Peace of Beaulieu in May of 1576, it quickly became apparent that France was not ready for religious tolerance. Henry was forced to repeal the peace in October 1577 under extreme religious and political pressure. This failure and the subsequent conflicts between the Huguenots and the Catholics returned France to a political and religious uncertainty and strife. As time passed, the Catholic League became a much stronger force thanks to the Spanish support. By the mid-1580s, the League had obtained complete control over Paris. In response, Henry III attempted to drive out the Spanish-controlled League with a surprise attack that became known as the Day of the Barricades. Henry's efforts failed utterly, and he was forced to flee Paris and adopt guerrilla tactics to fight the more powerful League. Emboldened by the defeat of the Spanish Armada in 1588, Henry successfully plotted the assassination of both the Duke and the Cardinal of Guise. This sent France back into political turmoil, as the Catholic League furiously fought back. In desperation, Henry III was forced to ally himself with Henry of Navarre, the leader of the Huguenots, in April of 1589. However, as the two Henrys began to plot their attack on the League-controlled Paris, a fanatical Jacobin friar murdered Henry III.
Should I be Catholic? Should I be Huguenot? Caught in a war, I had to create a plot. Henry III, I have a knife for thee. I'm just a Jacobean friar, I need no sympathy, because Henry's come, Henry's go. 3 killed Henry of Guise, I know. Anyway the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. Father just killed the man, put a knife into my coat, stabbed him twice and slit his throat. Father, his reign had just begun, but he was a Huguenot lover at the end of the day. Father, I didn't like this guy. He aligned himself in the war against the Pope and attacked the Catholic League. There nothing really matters. Too late, the war's begun, sent shivers down my spine. A Catholic France would be divine. Goodbye, Henry, you've got to go. Your taste in religion was way too uncouth. Henry, France is split in two. Nobody wants to die, so why are we fighting a religious war at all?
Henry III's assassination sent France into turmoil once again. Because the last Valois king was childless, he was succeeded by Henry of Navarre, who became Henry IV.